it isn't the last time because I know I'm getting old. Now listen, everybody, especially the guys in the tent who are enjoying the beer and the booze, lovely. The fireworks follow this, and you won't see a thing stuck over there. So you've got to come in here and enjoy the show. Right, Paul?
Absolutely. I think we've had a great night here. And if anybody's astrologists, by the way, if you turn around and just look up in the sky, you can actually see Venus shining down upon us. How about that? Isn't that magical? What a magical,
unbelievable, that.
California night. You didn't know that, though, did you?
Well, no. I thought it was Uranus, but yeah, it could be.
Keep it just clean. Checking. Keep it clean.
Oh, okay, right.
Oh, it's okay. It's after 8:30.
Well, stand by Tinkoff Saxo. No, the show so far, I hope we think has gone pretty well. All thanks to Sacramento. You don't get a better backdrop than your state capital. And the race has enjoyed up. We've been here 5 times over the 10 years, but this is a very special start. The 10th anniversary of a race which started young and has developed. Paul's been on all 10, by the way. He's never been paid on any of them, but he's hoping one day that he will get paid.
Careful, because the 2 guys over on the right-hand side of the stage, they thought they were going to get paid, but they've actually come here for the good of the sport. Look at them chatting.
Yeah,
Jens Voigt cannot
not
stop.
Listening to what we're saying.
No, Jens Voigt chatting away to Christian Vandervelde. Nothing but
know.
chat.
What is the use of
having raced for 25 years, he'd have finished talking.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Jens. How are you doing?
Wonderful.
I think we should start to... Hello?
Hello?
We need to start to pick on them as well. They pick on us all the time because we are younger and
this guy's catching on quick.
We need to kick back now. We need to kick back.
I don't think they could see across.
No, we can't.
There we go, but come back, awesome.
Can I borrow your binoculars? I haven't a clue what's going on down there. Wonderful. Well, we've got just 4 teams left. This is, I think, a really good field this year. It's a spread of good bike riders, horses for courses. It is a strange course in some ways because there's not, with the penultimate day on the Saturday, we climb Mount Baldy, and I guess that's when we'll be calling the man that wins up there, in theory, should win the race. So that means we're going to see a lot of changes of guys on the way, a lot of yellow jerseys coming out of Amgen, different leaders, that's what we hope, and keep us in suspense right until we get to Pasadena, where it's a big circuit race there. But it starts here with the longest stage on Sunday. It's over 200 kilometres, 125 plus miles, and it's going to base itself here. And you guys are going to be here at the crack of dawn to do the community ride. Then you're going to hang on and see the men leave. Then you're going to hang on and see the women race here and finish the 3rd stage of the very first Amgen Tour of California, presented by SRAM, which is the highest ranked unicyclist international race ever to be held in the States for women. And believe me, there's some good lookers in this field. You'll be fine. And then you come back and you watch the men finish.
Attention.
No, he's hopeless. No, I'd write him off. He hasn't got the job. We're going to give it to Ben Jacques Maines, who's now riding his 10th tour, as we've just showed you earlier. He's going to get Jens' job next year. Let's continue on.
German.
Are we ready down there for the presentation? Bring the boys on board. Sorry. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the team from Tinkoff Saxo. This is a fantastic team. It is led by Daniela Benati, Maciel Bodnar, Matti Breschel, Jesus Hernandez, Mikael Kolar, Jay McCarthy, Mikael Morkov, and of course, the 11 times a stage winner in this event, Peter Sagan. You've got some fans here, Peter.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to introduce, I would say, Mr. California. 5 times the green jersey, the sprint jersey, 11 stage wins here, and a gentleman that does wheelies crossing the finish line. He's an artist on the bike, not only a very good and fast rider, he's an artist on the bike. And just a little story from us too, I will share. He's a very nice person because twice he came to me and apologized for his team chasing me down in a breakaway. 2 times he said, Jens, I'm sorry, I had to send my boys to chase you. And I said, Peter, that's just the way sport is, right? He can win in a sprint because he's a brilliant sprinter, and that was what he had to do. So 11 stage wins. What do you think this year? You can get it up to 12, 13, 14, or what is your plans for this year?
Thank you, Jens. Yeah, this year we are here again with new team, and yeah, I'm very happy to turn back and racing again here in Tour of California, and for sure I want to do my best, and yeah, we will see what we can to do, and for sure we want to take some stage, and also general classification, EJ. And yeah, we are here for victories. That's it.
I like how the teams always bring like a well-rounded team. Yes, don't be shy, give him an applause. Yes, 11 times winning stakes winner here. Yes, he deserves every applause he can get. I like how the teams bring a well-rounded team here. We have with Daniele Bernacchi, Matthew Brescia, two people that can also win stages, but also be a valuable lead-out man for Peter. They bring a climber, so it's all the way around. Here's an awesome time trialer, 3 times world champion, right? On the track. Yes, 3 times world champion and track cycling. Yes, it's a very good team. And I believe we can really look forward to see more action.
Matty Burchell knows he's no stranger to the US. He was a model back in New York back in the good old days. Come on, Matty, we're on the runway. Go, come on.
Yeah, Matty Burchell. He managed twice to finish on the podium in the World Championship, so he's a very, very good rider. And I'm ready, or I'm sure he is ready to show his colors here and to go out there and, yeah, give the boys some hurting.
He's not just a pretty face, is he, Jens? Not just a pretty face.
No, he's not. He's also a pretty cool kid, by the way. So that's our team, Saxo, our Tinkoff Saxo. And yeah, just wish him good luck and maybe give him like one last round of applause because they deserve it.
Thanks, Jesse. It's great to get the insights, and nice to know that Peter Sagan came up to you and apologised for chasing you down. It's a pity you couldn't have beat him in the sprint as well. Ladies and gentlemen, NBC covers an awful lot of soccer. We call it football, but you call it soccer. Now, this next team, I think, probably is the Manchester United of the world of professional cycling. This is, to me, one of the great teams. One of the great teams, I think, of this week. Ethics Quick Step Professional Cycling Team from Belgium. This is a team of stars. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you watched the recent Liège-Bastogne-Liège, but one man bounced out of the pack down towards the end, almost won the victory, and that is Julien Alaphilippe. If you remember that name? Yves Lampaert, Guillaume van Kiezenburg, and a former world champion on the track, Mark Renshaw, Mr. Leadout Man, Matteo Trentin, Stijn Vandenberg, Martin Velits, and the man who has become very much the king of the streets of Sacramento. And I've had a word with the California Highway Patrol. There is no speed trap on Sunday morning. Mark Cavendish.
You guys are... Even you, Prince Eric, come on.
Look at that speed along the main straight. Unbelievable.
I don't think this guy needs an introduction, but in case you were asleep for the last 10 years, this is Mark Cavendish. 33 stages in the Grand Tours, 25 from the Tour de France, 5 here. But you had a brutal crash last year in the Tour de France. Since then, you've raced a bunch of 6 days, you come back on this place and you won a bunch of races this year. What do you want to do? I mean, what's going to make you, what's enough?
It's actually 43 stages.
43. My math is horrible. I don't have an education.
No, I just want to win more. You know, I'm addicted to winning. I've got a great team, and that's it. You know, I want to be remembered the greatest sprinter in history. So we'll just continue going until that's the case.
I think you're already there. But, what about immediate plans for this week? You were flying in Turkey last week. What about this week?
Ethics Quick Steps here with an incredibly strong team. We got Martin, we got Stijn, we got Matteo, Mark Renshaw, Guillaume, Yves, and Julien Alaphilippe. Julien just got second twice to Valverde in the Ardennes Classic.
Yeah, give it up. He's an old kid. He's the whole 22 years old.
He's a good kid, you know. I see a little bit of asshole in him, you know, which is it's exactly like I was at that age. You know, he's gonna be,
Like you were?
trying to impress them, you know. No, we got a great team here, Christian. We're gonna look to stage wins. I don't think it's hard for the overall, but I think out of the 8 stages here, we can hopefully do well in most of them. So we're looking forward. It's always great to race here in California, create great people in a beautiful place in the USA. So yeah, here we go.
Yeah, California. I think we're very happy to have Mark back here. Well, like Jens was saying, one of the best sprinters ever, but also one of some of the best leader guys here. Jens?
Yeah. We have Mark Rancho here. As already was announced, he is a former world champion on the track, but also won, I don't know, probably 30, 40, 50 races for himself. Very fast sprinter himself, but now he's dedicating his energy to help a sprinter, and this team is probably the best lead-out team in the moment in the world. And that's the word. It's led by Mark. So any strategic plans you have? I guess the first 2 days are fairly flat. Looks like a sprint finish, so I guess it's a bit of responsibility on your shoulders. Do you have an idea how you want to handle this, or what's the plans for the first 2 days here?
Yeah, as Cav said, we bring a strong team with the objective of winning some stages. So, you know, the first 2 stages will come out swinging. Hopefully, put some marks on the board early. You know, Cav's in great form. We had a couple of good victories in Turkey. We bring a strong team, so it'd be good to put a win on the board Sunday and start on a high.
And I heard Kev, he said in a press conference that very often other teams don't want to help you guys working, which is a compliment because they don't want to help Kev's team to work because they know they're going to get beaten by him. So they already have given up in the middle of the stage. They don't believe anymore that they can beat him, so that's why you don't want to help him. Are you ready for that challenge that you might have to cover 100, 150 kilometers, your team alone on the front because other teams go, maybe I'm not willing to help you? Are you ready for that?
Yeah, sure. I'm not ready personally, but we've got Martin Villets here who are more than capable of riding on the front for that kind of distance. You know, they've done some big races before, and you know that's what they're a specialist at doing that kind of riding.
Plus, I think you have a 2-time Tour de France stage winner, Guido Trentin, so he counts for 2, I guess, at least. So, sorry, I got it. Sorry. Yeah, they got him as well on the team, so it's, you know, they can't lose really. All right, let him go. Already, and boys, one more round of applause for the best sprint team in the world.
The team Ethics Quickstep, the #1 team in the world last year, and I'm sure they're heading that way this year. A lot of wins this year already. And Mark Cavendish on the start of a very good season. But there's those riders who can beat them. Maybe it'll come from Team Giant Alpecin, because this is a new team name, but really it's a combination of some old friends. And this team is a team with all the quality of a team that can win this race overall, and that's the big thing. Please welcome Team Giant Alpecin, led on by Warren Barguil, 2-time stage winner of Vuelta de España, Tour of Spain, Roy Kervis, an old friend of ours, Clune de Court, Thierry Upon, Carter Jones, Zico Waitant, and the man who finished 3rd last year, who once called him the silent assassin, and his name is Lawson Craddock.
So I'm going to have a few words with Lawson, who is a young and upcoming talent. It's more light up there. Let's go into the light, you know. Don't go into the light. But this time we do. Yes, this time we go into the light. Because this young gentleman deserves all the spotlight he can get. He finished third last year.
Nice
with an incredible, courageous ride. He was looking forward to having a great season. Had a terrible crash, torn under, multiple broken bones, right, broken ribs and whatnot. Coming back, training hard to come back for this race. I believe he did. I mean, whoever's a cyclist of you knows about home trainer, how it's not so interesting, to say the least. This gentleman, I heard, he did up to 5 hours on a home trainer because he couldn't go on the road. The doctor said, you're not going to go out on the road yet. 5 hours home trainer to be ready for this race. So Lawson, you want to tell us a little bit about your struggle or your long fight to come back to your good old levels?
Yeah, I'm starting to think I hit my head when I crashed too. I don't know what I was doing for 5 hours on a trainer. No, it's good. I got on a program called Zwift. It allows you to ride with others while riding on the trainer, and I had a lot of fun with it. So it motivated me to get back on the bike and make sure I was able to compete when I could start racing again.
And your team is behind you. You put some trust and some confidence into you, or you maybe working for somebody else, or you want to go, no, this is California, my race, I want to have my official comeback here, and you're ready to show your colors, or you think you're still a little short of shape, you still need a little more time?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm in quite the shape I was last year. Last year I took the month before this race and really focused entirely on it. This year is more about making sure I could come back for later in the season. But for sure going to give it a shot and trying to be on that top step down at the end of the race. So I'm really looking forward to it. We have a really strong team, but we also have a couple options for the overall.
Sounds good. Couple of options, always good. Makes it harder for the competition, to understand, to read your plans. You guys also looking for some breakaways, or you say, no, we go for the mountain stages, we go for the GC, or maybe also getting into breakaways?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I mean, obviously we're missing Marcel, so the guy for the sprints we won't have, but I think we have a strong all-around team, and we'll try and go for the breakaways a couple of days and look for stage wins, but also look for overall success.
Awesome, that's the spirit. Give him a hand for applause for coming back from this crash and being here to present his team, Team Giant Alpecin. Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, during the off-season, two great teams brought themselves together to form the next team that I'm going to call up. It was Cannondale and it was Garmin. Now it is Team Cannondale-Garmin who'll be the final team to come up, and they could be an extremely aggressive team. Led up onto the podium here by Joe Dombrowski, former winner of the Mini Giro d'Italia. Lasse Norman Hansen. Alex House, the loud boy in the middle, former winner of a stage of the US Pro Championships. Ben King. And it's always complicated for Phil and I because we've got Ben King and Ted King in the same team. Christopher Skyping, Ruben Zeepunkt, and a man who finished in 10th place overall in the Tour de France on the far end, Andrew Talansky.
Walked on the plank. He's already laughing. Andrew, first, am I still allowed on the bus? No. No. Andrew's been preparing up in Truckee, correct? With a few of you guys. So I think you guys are taking this race pretty seriously, aren't you?
We are, it's a home race for the team. We're an American team. We have, 5 out of 8 American guys here, but the other 3 guys have been enjoying training up in Truckee and enjoying their maybe first or second taste of California, so we're looking forward to it.
I don't want to put any pressure on you, but we're looking on this, on paper at least, this course is tailor-made for you.
Yeah, obviously, if the opportunities arise, I'll be there to take them, but we have a great team here for all the stages. We have Joe Dombrowski, who kind of made a name for himself here in 2012 on the Mount Baldy stage. So we have a lot of options to play with, and we'll see what the week brings.
You guys gonna be mixing up before then? Like, we got some long days, got Mad Dog in the heat, looks angry. Real angry. Got the Kings.
Yeah, like I said, it's not just for Baldy or the TT, or we're definitely not just going to wait till the end of the week, whether it's the sprint stages. We have Christopher, Lasse, and Ruben here, along with Alex, who can do kind of pretty much everything. We have the 2 Kings, we have myself and Joe, so we're going to be looking to animate the race all week long.
Well, right on, guys. Well, we'll be looking forward to you. Give it a round of applause, guys. This is America's team here.
Well, a little bit of emotion there for Chris Christian van der Velde because that's his old team going off stage. Now the old man's walking back here.
No, Jens, you can't. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause, really, for Jens Voigt and Christian van der Velde. Great job.
Hey, don't make it too loud now. Now, you guys in the tent need to come out because the fireworks are not visible from the tent. And they're next. Everybody, we're just waiting for the start of the 10th Amgen Tour of California because we want a special event. It marks the 10th year of what has become the USA's major bike race, an iconic bike race with the best bike riders in the world, and if I can say it, the best organisation in the world as well, because we've been round the world, believe us. This is a faultless organisation. Paul and I hope you've enjoyed the night. Please give a nice round of applause for Jens and Christian. These are the faces of the future. Well, I think so anyway. But, what about our two ladies? Step forth. What about Alison and Joanna? Now they're the ladies of the future, and they get to kiss every winner.
But they were hoping to hand that job across to Jens Voigt for next year.
But as he hasn't had his shave, there's a problem.
My wife tells me I'm a good kisser, so I think I would be qualified for that.
See, I knew Jens would have the last word. It's unbloody believable. We're never coming here again. But we've enjoyed our visit for the 10th time. Everybody, the fireworks are about to begin. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy, remember, this is the Mayor's Bike Month here. So make sure you go cycling. But above all, make sure you're here on Sunday for a great day out in Sacramento. We're not local, you may have guessed that, but we love coming here and we love going to the old breweries. Thank you very much and have a great evening.
1,000 metres to go. It's only going to take them 60 seconds of sweeping around the bend. As Christian van der Velde says, you've got to be very careful. You've got to bide your time. It's a long way from the final sweeping bend to the finishing line. Hold on to your position. Wait until you've got the last possible moment. Cavendish